Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, just recap what all the topics we have covered till now. Okay, let's move the next slide. So till now we have covered traditional architecture. What are the challenges we are facing in traditional architecture, and how we are overcoming these challenges, and why we are choosing the DevOps. So let's see. Uh, yeah, and what are the strategies we need to select for adopting a modernized architectures, and what are the DevOps strategies we need to follow, and what are the DevOps implementation plans and implementation demo. So till now we have completed these four. Up to four we have completed. So let's see one by one. It's just a recap. Okay, in the traditional architecture we are having the physical server. We need to maintain a room. We need to maintain a security team. We need to maintain a networking team. We need to maintain a some database cost like rental rooms, security guards, coolers, fans, and power supply and networking supply. All this comes under some of the challenges we are facing. These are some of the challenges we have faced in the traditional architecture. So let's to overcome these challenges, we need to adopt a new approach. So adopting new cloud technologies, adopting a container technologies, adopting a virtualization technologies, and we need to write a infrastructure as a code. We need to adopt a DevOps practices. We need to do automation. We need to adopt automation tools. These are the some of solutions for your traditional architecture. Okay. After this, we have some of the DevOps strategies to do your application more modernized. Okay. So by adopting cloud technology, by splitting your application into microservices, by adopting containerization technologies, and we are using a code. We are using infrastructure as a code by adopting continuous evaluation, continuous improvement, by collaboration and communication, and agile project management, security priority, and costing. These are some of the strategies we need to follow. So in the previous video, we have seen detail more. We have already seen these details each and every topic. So now you need to select the tools. You need to select the tools for your project. Okay. So let's see what are the tools we have. These are the multiple tools we have. Okay. For each category we have multiple tools. You can, based upon your process and your project requirement, you can select. Okay. So these are the technology. These are the some of the strategies I have adapted, and I have taken these some tools from the below list. Okay. Okay, we have adopted AWS services, we have adopted AWS cloud, we have adopted ROSA, we have adopted GitLab CI, we have adopted some of the development tools like JDK, Visual Studio, Maven, Tomcat, and we have adopted Helm charts, Kubernetes scripts, we have taken Quora image repo, and we have adopted DevOps strategy names. Okay. So after that, after completing all this one, we are naming our latest architecture with these names. Pattern we have selected as a ROSA public API and Java application, and process is GitLab, Dockerfile, and Q and ROSA and AWS. Okay, so just go to next one. So okay, this is the architecture we are going to design. Okay, we have some main application. The main application we are having some API. Whenever you hit the validator API, in the main application they have written the HTTP request to call your targeted API. This API is configured in the hosted zone of Route 53 in AWS. So this hosted zone is integrated. I mean, in the backend it is integrated with the API custom domain, API DNS name. That DNS name will be configured routing the traffic to the API gateway. So that API gateway having backend integration with ROSA NLB, network load balancer. This network load balance having the targeted group VPC endpoints. So these VPC endpoints having the cluster VPCs and cluster IP addresses. Okay. So in the cluster we are deploying in a particular pod in a particular namespace in ROSA cluster. Okay, these are whole architecture we have designed. Okay, this is the just workflow. Okay, let's see what is the application architecture. This is the targeted architecture and application architecture. Okay, there is a, we having some create API application, main application. When the customer is clicking on slash validate it, so it triggering the API, public verification API. So if this is, I mean, if the passport verification is done, if it is yes, then it is success. If it will be creating the passport, and if no, it will go into the back to creation cancel API. It is one more API. If it is created, then the database created user is database is stored in the database. Then the user information is accessing the GUI. If it is cancelled again, if the user is cancelled again, it will go back into the passport verification. If the same here, if the password verification is not valid, then it will go to the creation of user API is responded. This is the workflow, I mean, this is the application architecture. Okay, so we are just creating a single API. This is the passport API, passport verification API. Okay, in this tutorial we are discovering this API only. We don't have main application, we are just creating a just verification API only, passport verification API only. Okay, so from here onwards, I am going to cover these following topics. Okay, so first of all, we need to review our current blueprint. Okay, current blueprint of your application or project, and we need to understand the current scenario. Okay, after that, you need to understand the application architecture. This is the application architecture only. In detail, I will explain you. After that, we need to understand the targeted architecture. Okay, you have seen this one, right? In detail, I will going to explain you. After that, we need to understand the DevOps architecture. I mean, how we need to create these infra services, how do we need to create CI pipeline, how to create CD pipeline for dev, CD pipeline for SI, CD pipeline for prod. Okay, after that, we need to understand the AWS architecture, how you are creating this all services, with the help of how it is working, how the workflow is happening. After that, I will show you the just workflow. Okay, how we need to move from one stage to one stage. Okay, after that I will show you the demo one by one. Okay, how to install the Visual Studio, how to install the JDK, how to install Maven, how to create a CI/CD pipeline, how to create a GitLab project, how to create the Docker file, how to create a Spring Boot application, how to create a Helm charts. Okay, yeah, let's go to the next topic.